Hey guys, welcome to the Max Invest YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a little bit of a tutorial on how to stake in Lido Finance. After this, we're going to be going over some of the pros and cons of staking in Lido Finance, and then we're going to be looking at how you can actually earn some extra yield on your Lido tokens. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and remember, nothing in this video is financial advice, and you should always do your own research. When you are staking your Ethereum tokens, what you are essentially doing is you are helping secure the network. Now, generally, when you want to stake Ether, you want to run your own validator node. This means you're staking totally by yourself in a completely decentralized way, and it's not too difficult to do. However, to run your own validator node, you need 32 ETH. Now, the price of 32 ETH is $100,000, and personally, I don't have $100,000, and a lot of people in this space do not have $100,000 and still want to stake their ETH anyway. As a direct result, that leaves a few other options for you to stake your ETH. Now, there are a few decentralized staking options for people with less than 32 ETH, however, these are quite difficult. The way I'm going to show you today is by doing it on a centralized platform called Lido. However, while they are centralized, they're very easy to use, they are decentralizing over time, and they offer some very good rewards. So, the first thing that you want to do when you're staking on Lido is you want to search up lido.fi on the internet, and you will come up with this website. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to scroll down to where it says choose a network. The two networks that will be offered to you are Ethereum 2.0 and Terra Luna. Of course, we're staking Ether in this video, so you want to go and click stake now. Now, once you've clicked stake now, a new window will open up, and in this window the page will look very similar to this. It will say stake Ether, it will tell you the amount you have available to stake and the staked amount. Of course, to stake, you just type in the amount you want and submit. Now, you will need to pay a transaction cost, and this sort of depends on the amount that you want to stake, so you should check on this transaction cost and see if it's economically viable for you to do this. If you only want to stake $40 worth of Ethereum and the transaction cost is $20, well, this probably isn't viable or a good idea, and you should probably get at least $1,000 or so worth of ETH before you want to start staking your Ethereum. So, let's dive into how Lido works. Once you begin staking on Lido, you will immediately receive stETH tokens. Now, once you receive stETH tokens, these are essentially the same as Ether tokens. What you may need to do is you may need to click add token on your MetaMask, and you may need to add in the stETH tokens on your MetaMask so that you can see this. However, this isn't too difficult to do. So, 1 Ethereum will always equal 1 stETH token. 1 ETH is always equal to 1 stETH token. And the way that you actually get yield, and more on this, is the stETH tokens rebase every single day. This means one day you could have, say, 1 stETH token, and the next day it will just give you 1.007 stETH tokens, and the day after that it will give you 1.014 stETH tokens, and by the end of the year you will get roughly 1.05 stETH tokens, giving you 5% per year. Now, a lot of people can get a bit scared of rebase tokens because a lot of rebase tokens don't work and are scams. However, I can assure you Lido Finance's rebasing token works just perfectly, and it definitely is not a scam. It just rebases every single day, giving you more and more yield, and then eventually you can swap your stETH tokens back for Ethereum. Now, the reason it's so important getting the stETH token is that if you're interested in yield farming, you can actually earn a bit of extra yield on this stETH token. However, we will go into that later in the video. Now, if you ever want to turn your staked Ethereum into normal Ethereum, so essentially withdraw your stake, all you need to do is go to Curve Finance. I will leave a link down below to Curve Finance in the description. However, when you get to Curve Finance, you need to go into the staked Ethereum pool, and from there you can essentially swap back your staked Ethereum into Ethereum, or you can swap the other ways. Now, keep this in mind for the end of the video, as you can yield farm using this for any of those interested yield farming. So, what are the pros of using Lido? Well, Lido has an annual percentage yield, so a yield of roughly 5%. This is variable and it will constantly change throughout the year. However, it tends to go from about 4.4% to 6.4% and just hang around that area for the entirety of the year. And this averages out at roughly 5% per year. So if you put in one stETH token, you will generally get back 1.05 stETH tokens by the end of the year. And this will of course rebase every single day. Now, Lido takes a 10% fee for all staked ETH, so they do take a little bit of a fee for you using Lido. However, this fee is much better than most staking as a service providers. You'll notice that if you want to stake on Binance or Coinbase, they tend to take roughly a 25% fee or more. Now, these fees are pretty unrealistic and Lido tends to offer much better yields and much better fees than most of these platforms, which is personally why I like to use Lido over things like Coinbase or Binance. Now, another big pro of Lido is it has $3.5 billion staked inside it. This is a ton of money in the protocol and it gives me a lot of confidence about the protocol and makes me feel like it is quite safe to use. A whole bunch of people are staking with Lido and it does seem very, very safe. Now, the next pro is Lido is probably the easiest staking option if you just don't have the money to run your own validator node. Right now, Lido is so easy you can essentially stake your Ethereum with the click of a button. It may not be decentralized, however, it's very easy to do and very safe to do so. However, there obviously are some cons with Lido. Of course, as I've already said, Lido is a centralized staking service. They do plan on decentralizing over time, however, they are centralized right now. Now, there is some risk with having a centralized party have access to your cryptocurrency, however, I do believe it's very safe and I do believe this risk is very minimal. Now, the next con is that Rocket Pool is coming out over the next couple of months. Rocket Pool will be a decentralized staking service which will be very similar to Lido. Honestly, I'm thinking Rocket Pool may be a little bit better than Lido, and if Rocket Pool is a little bit better, I will probably change my Lido staked Ethereum tokens over to Rocket Pool staked Ethereum tokens, as Rocket Pool will be completely decentralized and hold none of your funds. However, Rocket Pool is not out yet, you cannot use Rocket Pool just yet, so that's why today's video is on Lido. I'll probably do one on Rocket Pool as well when it comes out. Regardless, Lido probably still is the easiest way to stake your Ethereum right now, however, in the next few months, Rocket Pool may take that away. Anyway, Lido probably is quite a good option for you right now if you're not that worried about centralization, you want easy staking, and you want a safe platform to use. Lido's probably the way to go for those individuals who don't have $100,000 in Ethereum and cannot run their own validator node right now. So, the next part of this video, I do essentially want to talk about what you can do with your staked Ethereum tokens. Now, the first thing that you can do with your staked Ethereum tokens, if you are interested in yield farming, remember, you don't have to do this. All you can do is you can get your Lido staked ETH and just leave it forever if you want. However, if you do want to yield farm on top of it, what you can essentially do is you can go onto Curve Finance and you can provide liquidity with staked ETH and Ethereum to earn an extra 3% on top of your staked ETH, which is a very good yield, and it makes that 5% go up even more. So essentially, all you need to do is go to curve.fi, scroll down to where you can see the staked ETH Ethereum pool, and all you need to do from here is you just need to provide liquidity to this pool. When you provide the liquidity to this pool, you will essentially get a return of roughly around 3% throughout the year. It's variable, so it does change, and therefore this will give you a little bit more yield, which you can essentially use. So this pool is quite good. It has a lot of liquidity in it right now, and it's pretty easy to do. However, personally, I don't do this. All I do is I just hold the staked ETH tokens, and this is just an option for those who really want to maximize their yield. If you do want to maximize your yield even further, you can go onto Yearn Finance. You can find the staked Ethereum pool, and Yearn Finance will get you some further yield on your staked ETH. However, this is just for those who want to earn a bit more yield and who are interested interested in yield farming with the staked ETH. Personally, I'm just fine getting the staked ETH and holding it because I do trust Lido quite a bit. Anyway, this brings us to the end of the video. In today's video, we discussed how you can stake your Ethereum. It's pretty easy to do, it's a pretty good idea to do, and it'll give you an extra 5% on your Ethereum. Right now, 5% may not seem like that much, however, the 5% compounds every single year. Moreover, this is even better because essentially if Ethereum's price goes up, say 10x, 5% instantly becomes 50+%, and it gets even better and better if the price of the asset appreciates into the future. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching the video.